just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now here's Johnson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now this defense for the Lions, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. On the return is Williams. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Lions will take over. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On 2nd and 10. Bridgewater can't get away, and he's taken down. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Browns 0. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning it, Johnson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Bridgewater's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack on first down, Bridgewater. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And this is caught by Williams. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Play action now. Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Khalif Raymond, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
14, Browns nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but...
And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Bridgewater will try and throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the deep... Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. Lambo to add on the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Browns 14.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This one taken in by Cephas. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. After the interception, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel...
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half? In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Justin Houston getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Under pressure, they got him again. 3rd and long now after the sack. We'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Now Landry. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 33. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. They find some open field here. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 7-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Flushed out right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action. Bridgewater rolling to his left. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him? Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Wiggles free. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They'll look to throw. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. On 1st down, Watson flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Browns 22.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. 1st down, Bridgewater. He's airing it out for Williams. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Bridgewater. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Bridgewater to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Johnson on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off around the 27. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and